All right, you guys, it's the one and only Moshiach Ben Joseph here, coming to you with the dirty laundry and my best friend God. I was just taking a bath, and I started getting telepathic messages from God asking me to say something in a video. So I jumped out of the tub, dried off, got dressed, and sat down and wrote out the verses he asked me to quote, and the explanations he asked me to give about the Moshiach, the servant of God, and how he would not be the king of the Jews. All right. Now this is really brutal. Once you read this and you read it and you think about it, you really think about what's being said. It's like it's so plain and just plain right there for anyone to see that it's just it's really brutal. But anyway, it's only 4 different verses, so I'll read it and we'll explain what he asked me to say, and then we'll throw the laundry on the ground and see if he creates signs to verify this is what he wanted. All right. So starting with Isaiah 48:1 and 8. 48:1. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah, which swear by the name of the Lord, and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth nor in righteousness. All right. Now that basically means that they lie about God and make him look bad, not in truth nor in righteousness. And when they make him look bad, that's actually about Isaiah 53:4, where they say the servant or the Moshiach of God, they considered him smitten by God. So they're basically saying things that he was smitten by God, even though he wasn't. He was actually smitten by the devil, as mentioned in Genesis 3:15. All right. So there you go. That basically the Jews would lie about God and make him look bad. All right. Then he moves on to Isaiah 48:8. Yea, thou heardest not. Yea, thou knewest not. Yea, from that time that thine ear was not opened. For I knew that thou wouldest deal very treacherously, and wast called a transgressor from the womb. All right. Now think about what's being said there. Remember, they lie about God and make him look bad. So they're dealing very treacherously. All right. And they're evil sinners from conception. That means they are the seed/people of evil or the devil. And that means that they are not good. All right. Now remember that. Basically saying that the Jews are not good people. All right. Now we move on to Isaiah 52:13. Behold, my servant shall deal prudently. He shall be exalted and extolled and be very high. All right. So servant of God means anointed, which equals Messiah. And exalted, extolled, and very high means like the king of good. I mean, you're going to be way above everyone else. So you are going to be the king of good. All right? Now remember, we just finished saying in Isaiah 48 that the Jews are actually the seed of evil, or the seed of the devil. So they're not good. And then here it's saying in Isaiah 52 that the servant/Messiah would be the king of good. And that basically right there says that that he's not going to be the king of the Jews. All right, plain simple understanding of what's being said. All right. Now he asked me to show you this part about who the Messiah's name is. You go on to 53:4 through 5. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows, yet we did esteem him stricken and smitten of God and afflicted. All right, and that's when they're saying that the making God look bad by right in that point right there, making God look bad. But he was wounded for our transgressions, he was bruised for our iniquities. The chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. All right, so that basically you get Messiah, for us, bruised, bearing a ton. All right. Now you can condense that down a little bit and convert Messiah into Greek, would be Christos, for us, bruise, bearing, ton. And then you crush those together and you get Christophorus, bruise, Barrington. And then you play with that and translate it to English and you get Christopher, Bruce, Barrington, or CBB. Now the Jews will argue that the servant is actually Israel, or Jacob, or Israel. All right? Now you just play with that. Like, it's actually pronounced Yaakov or something like that. Yacov. So Yaakov / Israel is the servant. All right? And you just simply take out the O and you get pretend the O is a 0. So you would just omit that as nothing. So CV, Israel, Messiah. And V is 22, which is actually BB, so it's like saying yes, CBB, Israel, Messiah, CBB. All right? Now that's what God asked me to show you, that I am the real, true Messiah, written of in the book of Isaiah, and I am meant to be the king of good, not the king of evil, or the seed of evil, not the king of the seed of evil, which is the Jews. So the Messiah is not meant to be the king of the Jews. All that Moshiach ben David crap is edited in garbage that is not from God and means nothing. It's just Jewish drivel. All right? All right. Now, dear God, if that's true, if what I just said is all true and what you wanted me to say, then when I throw this on the ground, create a face with a heart or a 314 pi and the wrinkles. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, go. All right, let's see. Let's get this focused. It's kind of not focused very well. All right, so let's see. All right, as you can see, there's like an eye right there, an eye right there, a nose and then a mouth. So there's sort of a face right there. Now let's see if there's a 314. See if there's also a little face right there. So we got a face right there, and then a little smiling face right there. And let's see. Is there a heart or a 314? Alright, well, it's really hard to see, but there's sort of, I can barely see, but it looks like it might say PI right there for pi, and then maybe like a 3, I can barely see, but it might be like a 3 right there, and then a 1, and then a 4 right there beside it. Let's see if we can zoom in there. Or you could say there's like a 3 right there, and then a 1 right there, and a 4 right there for 314, and then a really faint PI for a pi 314. And let's see, we said a face with a heart. And sort of, there's like another face there, like an eye there, a nose and a crooked mouth, and then sort of the heart right there. So we sort of got a whole bunch of faces and a 314 pi. So there you go. That was a message from God that I am the real true Messiah, Christopher Bruce Barrington, and I am meant to be the King of Good, exalted, high, exalted and extolled and very high, the King of Good, not the king of the seed of evil, as mentioned in Isaiah 48:8. All right, so there you go. That's from God.